Hey guys, what's up? My name is Ayomide Tayo, AOT2, the co-host of 234 Essential. And I have my co-host here with me who is slightly under the weather, slightly just under the cloud, but she's still flying.
Listen,
And she's here.
hi guys, it's Gucci. What's happening? I am seeing the not slightly. I am beneath the weather right now. So if I sneeze, cough, drag my nose, just know like it be things. But all for the love of the culture and the tribe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in case you guys don't know, in 2025, we made a resolution that, the podcast, your favorite podcast, will be dropping every Wednesday. As per usual, last year we had a little bit of higgy haga as the country was going through some turmoil. We too were also going through some turmoil, and so our release dates were all over the whole place. But this year we promised that we're getting back to our release dates. Lo and behold, we're trying to record on the day we normally record for the podcast, and a certain telco provider with 3 synonyms and has yellow fever decided that they should put a spanner in our works and not allow us record.
Listen.
This is the telco that increased their data price in times 100, times 50. I don't know. And the quality has gone to the dogs right now. And this is what I feared. That look, increase it. You say you're doing a business and you're not making money as it is. Your cost of business has increased. Fine. But please, let the quality of service improve. And 2, if I buy 20 gig for 1 month, please let it last for 1 month. Don't let it last for 48 hours.
Why
don't be using straw to suck it. But hey, here we are.
Hype. What do you mean by straw? Are they using straw for you? You're living larger.
Oh, sorry. They're drinking the bowl. They're drinking the whole bowl, safe. They drink the whole bowl.
You guys is real with okay. You already know what you understand. I already said the acronym. You
even tweeted it today in our apology. So there's no shame. They know themselves.
My God, terrible. But yeah,
it was horrible.
Roll on. No.
Yeah, so we apologize for not dropping as usual, but we are here right now. Some of us are braving the elements. Some of us are braving the sickness. Yes, and we are here for you guys, riding through and through, just to give you a daily dose of what is happening in the country, how to navigate. Sorry, it's facts. How to navigate in the Nigerian experience. How to understand how to live in this great country of ours. That could be challenging at times, could be fun at times, could be inspirational at times, but never dull 24/7. That is one thing. Nigeria will always give you moments of laughter and moments for you to ponder on steadily, heavily. Piano.
Listen, a move.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. If you're a first-time listener, I've already described what the podcast is. We have over 200 episodes in our bank, so you can just stream, listen to it anywhere, or you can binge listen to it anywhere you listen to your podcast, any platform you listen to your podcast, and it will all be Gucci. Today promises to be a very nice episode. Might be short, but well packed. Well, everything there. All the features are there. All the big are there, and
it take like a radio soup stew. You know how a radio stew, the meat, everything just.
No, it take like ewa going. You know ewa going where go they flow. Then I put the pepper on it.
Come on.
You now buy bread. You buy 400 naira agege bread.
Is it 400 naira bread or for real?
No,
I'm not saying.
You did my area now. 400 naira.
I haven't actually seen. Can't be like say all of them don't reach 2,000 for bread.
But that 400 naira, if you see it, you'll be like, so this is 400 naira bread. Wow, this is shocking. Then you buy
like 15 naira bread. Then I'm sure.
Depending on your pocket, you buy either like 3 pure water or 2 bottle water. So when you take that like that, just go and sleep. There's not even tell you to go and sleep. You will sleep. You know when you eat good at one point, sleep will just come. You will just sleep, and you'll be all right.
You know the interesting thing? I don't think people are buying bottled water as much anymore because pure water bag has increased. For me, I saw here on the island, I'm seeing 500 naira per bag. But I
Mm.
went to the mainland over the weekend and I saw 350 naira for a bag of pure water. So you
Now they
guys,
look now they look mainlandless. Now problem. Now they look mainlandless.
no, not be waiting they talk. Oh, see, this one, at that point, I was like, why? What's that extra 150 doing there?
So
Exactly.
vibes and inshallah. Vibes
Listen,
and inshallah.
and you know the interesting thing, the pure water is small. The pure water is
Yes.
small,
At
so
this
tiny.
rate, I just go to any of the beaches that I can go to, public beaches I can go to. Carry correct basin, basia, and go
Please
and
don't kill
pour
me.
salt water. Then we boil it at all. We'll separate the salt from the water. Last.
Oh my
That's
god, just
because
dig
that's what we are
bowl.
going to. That's what we are going to at the end of the day.
See, oh, you guys, I think there are laws surrounding boreholes in certain places in Nigeria. So maybe don't dig a borehole. Don't say you heard it on 234. Don't,
Yeah, so
I beg. You
before
understand?
they go and arrest you like portable now.
God, I beg.
Anywho,
Oh, that will not be my case in the name of Jesus.
amen,
What do you mean?
amen,
Me.
amen.
God, I beg.
So we said all
Bef-
the features are here. Night
uh-huh.
post somehow I don't know if night post is on strike because they've not gotten the new minimum wage, but we do not have farm meal today.
Sad.
So that's sad. Anyway, I guess you
I'm
guys are hustling
crying.
after all the money you spent on Valentine. You guys are trying to, when you guys splurge. When you splurge too much, then you now look at your account and say, "Oh, man,
Need to recuperate.
this is the middle of the month. Oh. How I go? If I live on, if I live on 4,000 naira a day, it should just take me to the day the day salary will drop. It's a long road, my guys. We're just in the middle of the month.
Same.
Don't worry. Your only solace is that this month is just 28 days. So hang on there, brothers. It's going to be
See,
long. It's not going to be too long,
city
sir.
boys, city boys don't check their accounts. That's the thing.
Mm,
Like they're not recuperating. They
you don't
probably went out
notice.
to party.
You don't notice anything who come. City boys, they're not
Eh?
too loud like that again. Any boy will be city boy
I,
now. I 419 they do. I beg. 9 to 5
Omo,
city boy no day again.
we are looking. They are. I don't know. They are showing up on different timelines. So these guys
No.
are having the time of their
This
life.
let me tell you they do. Those videos are from like 4 months or 5 months ago. And I don't know.
You sure?
They go just package jam. Nigerians. You know
You know
them
they
now.
believe something. No,
I know Nigeria. I know they believe anything again. I do not
guy.
believe. If I,
I'm
if I
telling you
don't see
that
with
people
my
are
eyes,
balling live,
I,
live.
I am the people in the New Testament. They say Jesus has risen. I want to see
You say you want
Jesus
to see.
with the nail mark in his
Oh,
palm,
ye of little faith.
doubting Thomas. If I don't see that
Listen.
nail, if I don't see the nail mark in his palm, the Lord has not risen. The guy is a
Chai.
doppelganger. Thank
You
you.
guys. See this Daddy Gio, we're going to forgive you for that. We want to overlook that you didn't say that. You understand?
There
You
could
are
be copycats back
overlooking.
then. There could have been copycats back then. So we want to see Jesus as risen. I
That's not
know
what our faith is built on.
I know when Mary they tell me story, say she go, then the tomb roll, then the soldiers ran away. No, 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 no. That's Insta blog.
You
I want
know,
CNN. I want
he
CNN
said
news.
Insta blog.
I want CNN news, eye to eye,
Shots
one to
fired.
one. Interview. Yes.
Please, I beg.
Okay, so we don't have a
You
family, so we just jump straight into catch up time. How our week was the last 7 days. Ugochi, do you want to do the honors or should I?
Well, let me start first because I'm actually the introduction part where I'm supposed to chip in what I'm supposed to say. I've not yet
Oh, my
said it.
bad. My bad. Sorry.
So no, it's okay. You are silencing the queen, but it's okay.
I beg, I beg, I beg.
Nobody we didn't see that now. Nobody said that. Anyway,
I
don't
beg,
mind
I beg, I
me.
beg.
No, mind me actually. I'm serious about that. So guys, yes, please. As AOT2 rightly said, we have over 200 episodes for you to binge listen on. Please go back and listen to our previous episode if you haven't listened. Love don't cost a thing, but it does, or maybe not. Who knows? But love don't cost a thing. Please go back, listen. Also, we have a donation link if you want to support the cause, support the passion, support the tribe, support 234 Essential because the dream is to grow. Please check in our show notes and click the link and donate to the noble cause. And yes, welcome to 234 Essential. We are sorry that we didn't release the episode yesterday. Let me tell you something that happened. So
What?
I was talking to Teresi and I was telling her, it just came up in conversation. I was like, we didn't record yesterday. Fuck was misbehaving and shit. Tosi responded to the voice note. It's just responding to my message saying, "Well, if you didn't record yesterday, it means that you'll record tomorrow, like today. So that's fine." In my mind, I'm just like, "Don't you care that I'm not well? Like,
They
but
don't send your daddy.
they don't care about me."
Nobody send you work.
I'm
Record.
crying. Do you understand? It's just like, Ugochi, if you're under whatever agony, you need to bring it on here so that we just like, can I just rest in the solace of my mind and my thoughts? Can't I do that? But
No.
yeah. Why are you supporting?
No, no, no. I just understand that, right? He doesn't. He just wants the. He just wants the, like you're watching your favorite series and they're telling you that, oh, this week. You know that sometimes you watch your favorite episode series and you're going week for week as it's dropping. Then one week they don't drop,
Honestly,
and they tell you, oh, they're taking a break in between the season. Are you
listen.
people mad? Excuse me.
Break
I
from
am
what?
in. I am invested in this series. I am invested in the
So
rookie.
true.
I'm invested in Invincible. Please, I need my
Listen.
weekly dose. I don't care what anybody's going through.
I love it. Popeye spinach for real, you guys. But yeah, that's what I wanted to chip in. So my catch up. Um, Shout out to everybody that just really checks on their friends when they are not feeling fine. First of all, I say that you are precious, you are needed, you are seen. We love you because it's not easy in our busy lives to think that, oh, is this person well or is this person not well? So thank you very much, first of all. Also, my week. I don't know. It was up and down, really. I finally bought a domain for my
Woo-hoo.
company. Whoop whoop. I'm saying, God bless me, and God bless the pocket that the people that are going to invest in me, that are going to come to me. All my investors' pocket, God bless them as well. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
um, I did work. Um, trying to plan towards some Women's Day events. Hopefully, it comes full circle. I'll probably talk about that more when like things align better. That aside, I was also reminiscing a lot on the past year. This time last year, where was I? What was I doing? And trust Snapchat to always remind you to tell you what you were doing this time last year. It'll give you the particular date to just bring it up for you. And this time last year, I was knee deep in planning the launch of Marie Claire Nigeria. See, through hell and high waters, I didn't know how I was going to do anything. I know everyone thought like I got it together, but you guys, I was really going through it and losing my shit. But pulling off that event and getting the sort of collaborations and partnerships I got for the event. Shout out to to all our six sponsors, major sponsors. You guys are the realest. Alara, Beauty by AD, Kinky Apothecary, Nigerian Breweries. See, you guys are the real MVPs, and all the people who I met just planning that event. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for making that dream come true. I'm still malt Nigerian breweries. Okay. But anyway, it was good. And I was just reminiscing on that and telling myself that it's okay, we're not where we want to be yet, but taking conscious steps towards that. Just thought to share that really because it occupied my mind for a bit this week. And then Valentine's. Shout out to Child Local. They had a palo party and the organizers, shout out to Debbie and Omo, called me to say, Ugochi, you can't. Shout out to Oyin as well, lazy artist. They're like, you cannot spend Valentine alone, single Pringle. Come on, you need to come out of your shell and have a good time. And so that's what I did. The party parlor, Valentine's party parlor was great with child local and lazy artists. Had a great time, played games, drew my first, had a Picasso moment, did a whole painting, kini. Um, I'll probably post the picture some. Oh, I posted it on Instagram already. Yes. I ended the week. Oh my god, you guys. So Valentine's was on Friday and I forgot myself and was in VI till Saturday morning. Remember the Access Bank Marathon was on Saturday. I was outside at the party parlor, and I completely forgot that the kini was going to start. The marathon was going to start the next day. You guys, it wasn't good to be on the other side of the marathon because this time last year I ran the marathon, but this year nothing. Anyway, um, sleep deprived. I looked for a ride between 3 a.m. and 7:16 a.m. and I couldn't find. It was at 7:16 I got my first ride, and it was a shared ride. They blocked all the roads leading to Lekki at the time. It was terrible. A whole experience inside that Uber, but I made a friend in the process. I just had to go back to where I was coming from because I don't understand what was going on. Had to stay there till 12 midday. I also had a wedding on Saturday. So my friend Reflex got married. Shout out to Reflex Sounds. And I went for the wedding. Um, I didn't sleep at all. And after the wedding, the next morning, I was out again to the mainland to see my mom. I love you, mommy. And I came back to the island on Monday morning. This was like 5 a.m. I had to leave mainland by 5 a.m. so that I could get to the island early enough and not get into the Monday rush. And if you know Lagos roads very well, mile 2 to Iyanoba, the road is good. Just in case you remember it being a one-ton road, the road is now good. Yes, all of that happened. Had a great time, great weekend, and back to the grind again. Nepa is showing us shaky, but thanks be to God.
Hallelujah.
Thank God.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Yep.
Yeah, the action. I thought you said you ran the marathon. I said, too much
I didn't
energy.
go. I couldn't make
Yeah,
it. I knew I wasn't going to even go. Have you ever run
yeah.
the marathon, Ayo?
What is chasing me? They said the weekend flees when no one is
Don't
pursuing
kill
you.
me.
I beg, I beg, I beg. I beg, I beg. Maybe, wait, is that a half marathon or a full marathon?
So there are two races. There's a 42-kilometer race that starts from the National Stadium to Eco Atlantic, and then there's the
Mm-hmm.
10-kilometer race from Bisola Jorosimi Etin Lekki Phase 1 to
Okay.
Eco Atlantic as well.
Because I wanted to know if it
Eco
was a full
Atlantic is
marathon.
finished.
I wanted to know if it was a full marathon or half marathon. Anyway,
What
congratulations to the people who did it. Yeah, what do you want to say?
what would that be though? Like a full marathon and a half marathon?
Full marathon is like 26 points. I'm not sure, 26 point something miles. Then I think half
Mm-hmm.
marathon is like 13.2 or something like that. I can't remember.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
My math is shaky.
Yeah. That's good, Sha. My week. What happened with my week since we recorded? Um, been there, done that. Been very productive week, Sha. Done a few exercises, nightly walks, morning runs. Um, having a very structured and disciplined week, just hitting my goals. Because Q1 is about to end at the end of the day, in case you guys don't know. We're in the middle of February, I believe. Yes. Our March will soon come knocking now. When March is over, that's Q1. So just taking stock of everything. Yeah, that's what I did. Nothing major. Still just grinding and grinding. A few projects here and there. Looking like as if it might come to fruition or to pass. I will see how that goes. But right now, no major updates or no major achievements, so to speak. We're just still in the gegetige of the everyday grind. So yeah, that's how my own week went. Sha. Nothing, no major highlight. Nothing for Valentine. The office I was in gave us a small cupcake. At least they tried.
Hmm.
They gave us cupcake, small cupcake. Um, Shout out to everybody else who celebrated Valentine and not people that celebrated fornication. There's a difference. There's a difference, ladies and gentlemen. And not the people who were mutilating the naira. ESCC is coming for you very soon. I've written down your names. And I'm going to have a tete-a-tete with the ESCC chairman. And I'm going to snitch on all you people. Thank you very much. That's how my week went anyway.
Did you hear anybody do around you?
God forbid. If I head
I
down,
did not. He
I
says,
would
God
have,
forbid.
I would have flogged that person like a black slave.
Oh my God, I
What?
don't know how to feel about that
Okay.
reference.
I
It
would have,
actually touched me.
I would have flogged them like who they chop flogging? Pass. I'll flog them like the way soldiers flog people in Nigeria.
Like Zoro.
That's all one. Zoro in stylish flogging. Now know we better flogging now.
Man, Zoro was Zoro a superhero or something? I think he was,
He
oh,
was a vigilante. Wasn't a
right?
superhero. He was like Daredevil or like the
Mm,
Punisher. They don't really have they don't really have supernatural or superhero
powers
powers, but if they catch you, then go beat, then go beat, then go beat
was
your
the big
ass.
bro.
Yeah, so
Mm,
he was dealing with all those bandits that used to happen, that used to like disturb the wild
mm-hmm.
wild west and Southern America.
Mm.
And I remember the TV series back then, Zorro. After
Yes,
beating you,
so
you not
that's the
just
Zoro I'm talking about now.
no. There was a film that later came out with Antonio Banderas some years after. It's
Is
not the
the
one
Zoro that the one that we were watching on local
NTA.
television
I
or
know,
on
yeah,
terrestrial
NTA Channel
television?
Five. Yeah, NTA Channel Five. Yeah,
Exactly.
where the guy would draw a Z on your body or on your shirt or
After
so.
beating
Sword.
the shit out of you.
Yeah, and he would not ride off into the sunset. The Legend of Zorro.
Mm.
Mm.
Listen,
Now so now
me,
where
that
NTA gets
was.
sense. It's not now that NTA is showing how to make cassava. Oh, sorry.
But
Oh,
thank you.
oh,
Let me
ladies and
mute
gentlemen,
myself
we're
for
about to
this point.
switch this program to the Taraba PDP rally. And I move to Taraba PDP rally. You will show me Taraba. No, NTA is not a serious TV station. I'm sorry. You will show me
But
TV.
when last did you watch NTA though?
God forbid, but there's one day I tried. I said, let me
God
scan
in
through.
heaven.
I said, let me scan through. I just saw it. I said, no, this cannot. And people actually wake up in the morning to say they want to come and work here.
How
No, no,
many
no.
years ago was this, Ayo?
Maybe like 4 years ago.
I don't think that there could have been a rebrand.
No, so did they
Eh,
rebrand.
And they tell you, they feel that I've not watched NTU. I just feel like something should have changed by now. It's true now. Lagos is changing. Nigeria is changing. Why will NTA not
Even
change?
that their NTN news line, this thing, pa, pa, da, da, pa, da, da, it's still the same thing.
I don't know, Sha. Maybe we'll try. Let's put it on actually because NTA is still the most watched or
Unfortunately.
listened to. Eh?
I said, unfortunately, it is.
Do you
Yeah.
understand in Nigeria? So let us actually put it up on our. So let us actually look at
No,
NTA and see.
I can't waste my time. Sorry. I know
You
they
know, I'm
even
going.
I know they even watch African Magic. Is NTA. Where is even NTA itself? Because I don't even know where NTA is on
Maybe it's good. DSTV or Good TV
DSTV.
should have them now.
Because I don't even know the last time I even saw Terrestrial TV. Before I say I'll start looking for NTA.
And we need to bring back terrestrial TV. Oh, to be honest, we have
Waiting
to
the test.
like.
Waiting the it's Terrestrial TV now. They make us run now. Waiting the Terrestrial TV.
That's the
Nothing. No.
thing. Like, put things back on terrestrial TV because like all
Money no
this
day now.
streaming. I understand that people have taken to streaming platforms and everything, but
See, people that are taking the streaming platform not past 10% of this country.
you know what I mean. So there's an opportunity. There's a market opportunity for our terrestrial TV stations as well as online. You
I
know,
rather,
so but
I rather watch Udumeje preach. Thank you. That was terrestrial. Oh, I'm sorry.
There's this page on IG. I think her name is Nika something. I think Nika beaded or she makes beaded purses and stuff. She does all these interesting videos of Odumeje or mimics of Odumeje's videos. Listen, no, Odumeje is actually somebody like just really for the fun of it sometimes. Just to listen to him. Like how can it be that difficult, first of all, to hear and then to pronounce it? Like, no. Odumeje gives me a good laugh any day. And this is not to say like I don't know what he like as a man of God, I do not I'm sorry, I don't listen. However, but hope to anybody who's offended, right? But I don't listen. But you see his skits when he's trying to pronounce a word. Oh my god. No, I'll listen. I'll definitely listen. I'll actually watch it. I watch his stuff a lot.
Good for you. Good for you. Okay, let's jump into X of the week. And this is for my guy, one of the baddest DJs around
Mm.
in the scene. His name is DJ Tobad. Just book him. Don't need. As I talk, say he's one of the baddest. Don't even say he's nice. Just book him. Trust me, he's one of the best. I've seen him
Sharp,
play
sharp.
so many times, and he gets the party going. So he
Mm.
tweeted, and this is based on one of the topics we want to speak about. So this will just lead into the topic at the end of the day. Um, so DJ Toba tweeted, luxury house, but now reverse you they use commode from your compound.
Mm.
Don't kill me. Laughing emoji with tears on the floor like flood. And in case you've been hiding under a rock, the issue of luxury houses in Lagos has been trending for at least 2 weeks. For at least 2 weeks. And there
Mm-hmm.
has been a particular gentleman. He went viral some years ago. I can't remember what he went viral for,
It
but he said
was
it
it
was
was
very
it was
funny.
one it was one love thing. See the relationship where they hide from now. But I no go tell now. You don't spoil. He was the one that
Yes,
said it.
that is the bloke. And there's an update on
Mm.
this story. So the guy, what he does right now, he goes around Lagos and points at all the so-called luxurious homes and apartments in the
Mm.
city and start just laughing and bringing out all the major defaults in it and why this costs too much. He also does that for certain urban wares. I won't mention their name because they're not paying me.
Oh,
I actually believe that those urban wares too
isn't it?
don't make sense because if you're selling a fella t-shirt for me for 750k, is it the living or dead that wants to wear that shirt? I don't know. But anyway,
The living.
yes. And the guy has highlighted a problem that a lot of Nigerians in Lagos have pointed to. That this issue of housing and real estate in the country is a bloody scam. We are now seeing where um room and parlor is going for 2. It's going for 1.5 in many
Ah,
parts of Lagos. I knew
100.
somebody last year. He was begging somebody to take for a 2 bedroom apartment, 2.5, and the guy said no. There is 2.8 that he's taking. That's the price.
Mm-mm.
I'm sure this year has
Mm-mm.
entered 3M already.
Or more.
And the issue is that when you get to these homes and the houses, let's leave the luxurious ones alone for a while.
Mm.
It's wonder what is the fuss all about that is
Mm-hmm.
making this expensive. You know, housing is very expensive for the common man right now. Landlord will tell you, that they can't you see that the price of dollar is rising. I don't know when dollar affects rent now. I don't know. But apparently it does, and they will increase it. And if you don't agree, they're going to chase you away. As a matter of fact, what some landlords do is that they just give everybody quick notice and say they want to renovate, and they renovate, they will now bring in new tenants who can afford the new rent anyway, because they need to
Exactly.
not afford the old rent anyway. They will go to luxurious homes. There's this place in Lekki. It's like a tower. I don't want to mention. I can't remember the name. And it's positioned as a luxury tower where there are luxury apartments there. I got to the apartment there, and there's nothing luxurious there. I'm not looking at it. Now, the part I want to drive home is that the view is disgusting. When I came outside, like when I went to the balcony,
What was the view?
mechanic workshop, and it's not even
Oh
twist
wow.
mechanic workshop. Mechanic workshop where there's grease and oil all over the floor. Nasty. The
Mm-hmm.
road is muddy. When it rains, it's like mud. Now, what killed me was that there was a sick horse on that road that was defecating on that road, lying down.
Oh wow.
And this is what you are painting to me as luxurious.
Mm.
There's nothing luxurious in this. This is ghetto living. This is ghetto living. This is like how people pictured position 1004 to us as one of the epitomes of fine urban housing in Lagos, of premium urban housing. If anybody has watched Top Boy, the houses they live in Top Boy, right, which is meant to be like lower class for lower class people, right? That
Mm-hmm.
estate they live in, right? Somehow I think you call it Summer House Estate, and
Mm-hmm.
1004 is the same thing. 1004 just has more flats. These are basically 1004 is basically a council flat in the United Kingdom. But if you want to go and rent and live in 1004 or more, the price where they go call for you alone, you go fear God. You go fear. Then we now go on to all these new luxurious houses where, first of all, you go to Ikoyi, most of these luxurious apartments, houses are always empty. Nobody's living in them. Luxurious house where if small rain drop, if it drizzle, there's flood. POP can fall on your head anytime. They'll tell you that, oh, it comes with a swimming pool. You go to the swimming pool and it's a jacuzzi. It's an over glorified jacuzzi
Mm.
at the end of the day. The interlocking tiles in front of your so-called luxury apartment is already swelling up because they didn't do it very well. Sun is already
Mm.
pushing it up. And this is housing in Lagos. And I think it's just right that people are just complaining and saying, enough is enough now. You can't just keep riding us all the time, every time. Come on. And I'll hand over to our lucky
Please don't kill
correspondent
me.
who lives in that part of town to give us a blow by blow account of the ridiculous, luxurious houses in Lagos City.
So you know what? I think that I want to take this conversation from many perspectives, right? A
Oh,
couple. I
yeah, now.
actually took down when AOT2 was talking. And I'll just say what the notes were and then probably elaborate on them. So I wrote down luxury, the cost of rent, the increase in rent as well, because even for people who are currently residing in houses, their landlords are also
Sorry,
increasing
hold
their
on.
rent.
Sorry, pause, Ugochi. Guys, if you are listening, I hear a baby crying. It's not my baby, it's my neighbor's baby. One of the twins likes crying at night, or it could be the two of them. I think they take turns in just annoying everyone in the compound. But please, you can go on, Ugochi.
I You need to actually take us to those people's house one day. We need to say hello to them because there are two, three, four babies at this point.
Yeah, bro, I'm tired now. You could not cry all through the whole day. It's night. But anyway, as you were saying,
Shout out to new parents for real. You guys are the real MVPs. Um, so there's luxury, there's cost of rent, then there's the increase in rent for those who are currently residing in places that their rent has also increased. And then there's the finishing of the houses, and then there's land and property, right? Our ideology on luxury, first of all, in Nigeria is really skewed. I must put it out there first. Any small thing, we
in
believe
case,
that.
sorry, in
Mhm.
case you did not pass WAEC, squad means fucked up. It's fucked up.
Please
Uh-huh.
don't kill me. Exactly. It means really fucked up, really messed up, bad, right? You, 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 in Nigeria, luxury is the cost of the thing that you pay, is the money you exchange for that item, not the experience that you get from it, which is actually supposed to be the which are supposed to somewhat go pari passu. Luxury is not a cost, it's an experience. I think I've said this in 234 before. People who use iPhones, for instance, I'm using iPhones because a lot of Nigerians consider the iPhone, even though there are other luxury phones, a luxurious phone. When you buy an iPhone for whatever amount you buy the iPhone for, whether it's
You don't dey near the altar too small, small, small. So please tread carefully, tread lightly. Thank you, Sister Ugochi.
when people are shooting at Samsung users,
No,
do you
we
see
are
me?
saying luxury house. Use
Uh,
bag, use shoe, don't use phone. Thank you.
so I want to use something that is more what's it called? Generally seen
Yeah, yeah, I get
than
like it's
some people don't
frequent.
buy original luxury bags. I'm sorry. This
Oh,
is the
many
truth.
people
This
don't.
is real.
Many
Do you
people buy
understand?
knockups. Yeah, many.
Do you understand? People buy a lot of people, but like that's not the point of this conversation. And that's not where I wanted. That's why I said I wanted to use something that everybody
Use the
generally
iPhone. Use the
understands.
iPhone. Use it. We'll allow you.
Uh-huh.
Since you're part of
Uh-huh.
us now. Since we finally brought you back, feel free.
You guys, don't worry, we shall talk about that in detail later. Anyway, so our thought about luxury is the cost of it, not the experience of it. And that's why the people who invest in the experience charge a killing because there's none like it. So there's not actual competition because we have bastardized and abused the word luxury in Nigeria. You know what I mean? So when you spoke about, oh, you went somewhere and the view wasn't great, it's because if person pay 10,000 naira for something, go say na luxury. It's a luxurious in Nigeria. It's such a pedestrian word. We have abused it. So that's a problem. Back to the iPhone analogy. Now, when you use an iPhone, there's an experience you get from the iPhone, the seamlessness, the synchronicity between your various devices. There's the way it opens. They sell the experience to you, not the device. And so you buy because you want that experience. Now, the problem in Nigeria is that because we have bastardized the term luxury, everything is luxury, even the things that are not luxurious. And so they slap a huge amount on it when it's not even supposed to be at first. It's not supposed to even be, this thing is supposed to be regular housing for middle class people. But no, it needs to be luxurious because you need to make a killing of on one sale instead of over time. So is quality and experience are hung or experience debt by funding because you have refused to do your due diligence and create the luxurious experience that you have promised your clientele. So that's a problem. However, there are luxury apartments in Lagos. They are. The cost of it, as I said, because of a lack of competition, because again, we have abused everything. I don't know. That's a whole other thing. Maybe somebody who is properly versed in real estate or something can tell us what that looks like. But like for me, and just even the cost of building materials, see, that one is another thing. That's one thing that we should also look about. What is the cost of building materials? Because the entrapments that we build for ourselves in Nigeria or in Lagos and say is housing, it's crazy. It's wild.
It's prison now.
Do you understand what I mean? For real prison, shoebox rooms. I mean, somebody else will say, I
Continue.
some people will say in the UK they have smaller rooms or something, but this is Nigeria first of all. Like, and we're not trying to be like the UK. We're trying to pave way for what is feasible in Nigeria for the average Nigerian. Because if the middle class keeps running away, who's going to build the economy? That's one thing to think about. And then there's the cost of rent. Why is rent so expensive? Is it because of the cost of building materials? Is it because of the cost of land in the area? What exactly is it? Is it because of high demand? What is increasing rent for real? Because currently where I stay, my rent has also been increased.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was increased last year. See, when my landlady even sent me the message, where I take from my face because since I moved in here, I've done all the work, screeded these walls 3 times, painted over and over. I'm the one who's doing the fixing. So why is the cost of rent? Why are you increasing the rent? You know what I mean?
Dollar have increase.
Where? So like, so is it that okay? I think it's one thing where they think about it that if I'm going to sell this property right now, what would be the market cost of it? And then they probably do their math and then bring it into the rent. Is that what it is? I don't
Probably.
know.
Probably.
Probably. Probably. Really. Last year, a friend of mine was living in a place. She had only stayed in the place for 6 months, and the landlady told her that she had increased the rent. And if she wasn't ready to pay the new rent after 6 months, so you pay the
That's
one
illegal,
year
sha.
rent.
That's
Eh?
illegal. She reported that to what was that thing? I've forgotten what you report landlords to, sha, but that was illegal.
There is one body like this in an
Yeah.
Nizev. I don't know.
I can't remember,
See,
but I don't know.
do you know the joke though? The landlady
What
was
was that?
actually a lawyer.
She, you see how it be like me herbalists they do blood money.
Listen, no. And see, first of all, there needs to be regulation. That's one thing I've thought about.
There
The
needs to be
government,
enforcement of the regulation
yes,
because
the
you'll be surprised
regulation.
that there's regulation, but these landlords are the equivalent of what tax collectors were in the days of Jesus.
Listen,
You know
for
how they
real.
used to abuse tax collectors in the days of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
That how can Jesus be moving around with tax collectors? If I see
Mm-hmm.
any pastor move around with any real estate developer or any house agent, I look at
See,
this. The salvation of that pastor is very shaky.
this you will not know now. You know, until person tell you, you're not gonna know it
No,
in
you gonna
the
know them.
landlord
There's
they
a way
do to a
they
tenant.
have a look. See,
Are you
housing
sure?
agents, NEPA people, and
Oh my
police in
word.
Mufti, they all look a certain way. I don't want to say it's
I
wretched,
can't
but
tell.
they look a certain way. They have a certain smell, a smell of deceit around them.
How does the seat smell?
When you smell it, you know. They be smell like defrauders. Yeah.
See, I'm having NEPA issues right now. So that NEPA way you call safe now, the way you take, I talk, the way I take squeeze my face, just like what?
Mm.
But anyway, that said, the last two things, finishing. First of all, we can we all agree that the building materials that these houses or these developers, I don't know whether it's developers or the house owners, I don't know who right now handles these things. You know, this Lagos now, there are many middlemen. There are
Many
developers.
chefs.
Say that.
There are many chefs in the kitchen. You don't know who's
Ah,
one cooking.
there are layers to building a house in this Lagos right now. I think that's another thing that we need to somewhat be enlightened on. You hear the developer, the architect, you understand what the
Architect.
architect is doing. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
We have the agents, you have they are
Ah,
different, they are
agents,
just, you
agent. Ah,
understand?
those are agent fees. Ah, God will punish them again. Those people cannot. Ah, heaven is far from them.
See, hmm. Have you the one on the island is that you will not pay maintenance fee, like cost of running the house. You pay service charge. It's called service charge,
Something
right?
they'll never give you when you leave the house.
No, that one is different. That
Oh, okay.
money that you're talking about that they will not that they tell you to make a deposit is mostly for houses or apartments that have like inbuilt amenities, right?
Okay.
So the idea is that if you spoil any of those amenities, they won't give you your money back. So if you go into the house and there's a washing machine, there's a dryer, the ACs, the extractors, blah blah blah. How you saw the house is how you should leave the house. And if you don't leave it like that, I think there's something they call it. I can't remember, something deposits. That money will just pam. You will not see it again,
Yeah, yeah.
which actually makes sense in my opinion. Like because
God help
Nigerians,
us.
you understand, we have very bad maintenance culture. You go into somebody's property, you
Ah,
break everything.
there's this lady on TikTok that owns a bunch
Mm-hmm.
of mini shortless apartments.
Mm-hmm.
So she does like a series of like when people leave and what they leave behind. Oh,
Hmm.
some people lack home training. Some people just
No,
lack
for
home
real.
training.
For
Everything's
real.
scattered. Some people will steal the PS5 they see in shortlet apartments.
Ah, they will steal glass cup. They will steal
Ah,
everything. They will steal
our.
the ornaments for furnishing, for interiors. They will steal it. They will steal everything.
In my
So
neighborhood here, they're already building a block of apartments, and if you see the big sign, luxurious apartments in
I love
construction.
it.
I say, what is first of all in my area? There's nothing called luxury in that area. It is sapa. There's nothing because if you look outside, there's
Please don't
nothing
kill
luxurious
me.
about it. At the end of the day,
It doesn't flood, Sha.
no, it doesn't flood. So I guess that's a luxury, sha.
That's a
At the end
luxury
of
in
the day.
Nigeria. In
But
Lagos.
after, but when Ikeja Electric shows you for 1 week, you will know that there's nothing luxury. There's nothing luxurious here at all.
No, they'll
And
have standby generators now.
I have like two building apartments that are close to me. And then when I look at those
Mm-hmm.
apartments, I'm like, bro, this is not luxurious now. This is just you building a block of apartments in that inside Lagos. There's nothing here.
To
There's
be
nothing here.
honest,
But hey, to
you
each his.
know what? We've slapped a huge price on basic amenities in Nigeria.
Yes. The
Yeah.
bare the least
The
things,
bare minimum.
bare minimum. You now put slap it
See,
there. Bah, luxury. Real
listen,
luxury.
in Lagos, you pay for space. So
Oh
as
yes, you
well,
do.
you understand?
Yeah.
Because normally you're supposed to not get space. You're supposed to be actually one
Go
side.
go so you're going for like an event or something. Go park your car for the on the road. You just see somebody
Honestly,
coming. Oga. Now we go help you look for your
parking.
car. But you go pay. You
Mm,
go pay. Why am I paying
listen,
for space again?
to park.
When I'm not surprised when the Lagos State government kicked out some people living under the bridge. One man
Mm-hmm.
said they paid rent. That is not as if they're living there.
Yes, now.
That- and I'm like, so who is the landlord of this place now?
Under Dolphin Bridge.
Hmm.
You go just see one person come from nowhere based on say don't really see say nobody they can't check that place and the person has laid upon themselves landlordhood because
Hmm.
now they clear the grass for the air. Now
As per Bongo
they
Park.
you understand he found Greenland.
Hmm.
So crazy. For real. Is ridiculous. Now the last thing for me. Oh no, finishing. I was talking about finishing. We use very poor materials. I don't know whether it is more sand
Ah,
than no. Whether they
there are
use
places you
cement.
enter,
Mm-hmm.
right? Some apartments you enter. If you look quick glance, you'll be like, oh, this place is lovely. Then you now begin to look very well. You see
Mm,
crack on the ceilings. You
listen.
see water seeping from the wall. The
Crazy.
paint is not paint. It's not. You're just like, oh no no no. The woodwork,
See,
the carpentry is not is disjointed. You're like, this
the
is not
paint is
scout now.
running over surfaces, or maybe like the door pane or the window panes is just running. No precision, no attention to detail. A
That's
mess.
the problem. Attention to detail.
Yep.
You,
There's a
you
problem
say,
there.
oh, this estate is a state of the art, one of a kind estates in Lagos.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You drive through that estate, the gutters are stinking because the gutters are open.
No.
The gutters are
Uh-uh.
not even done probably well. There are no
Running
sidewalks.
over.
There are no sidewalks in that estate for people who have leg because they believe everybody has car. So you want to go and
Mm-hmm.
buy bread, you use car to go and buy bread again.
Say like you without saying kiddo.
Bruh. Street lights, no, they work.
No, it's working. What do you mean? Uh-uh.
All right.
Shout out to certain areas
And
anyway.
that's
Shout
certain
out
areas now.
yeah,
So,
some areas.
so the idea of finishing is another big problem.
Uh
Another big problem.
it's a huge issue, and you find out that you pay a lump sum to rent houses in these places, and you spend even worse to maintain the house just so that you can live in it because it's
Mhm.
molding.
Yes.
um the walls, water is eating the walls.
The electric
The
circuits are bad.
Do you get what I mean? Your sink is probably shocking. It's
You
just
have
the
brown water.
finishing.
Mm-hmm.
Smelling water. Some places actually put in the okay. So we're going to bash the bad. From in my opinion, I'm going to bash the bad, and I'm going to bash the bad and hail the good. Right
Yeah.
now, this is not the case for every apartment.
Oh
This
yes. There's some
yes,
cool places. There's some nice places though.
there's some really nicely managed apartments. However, we also have like overpriced apartments. They say it's luxury apartments because of maybe the furnitures inside the house. They bought it for a killing. I don't know. Something is sha luxurious about it, or maybe it's because it's just on the island, and so because of that, it's a luxury apartment. Um, we have all these issues happening, but there are people who are also getting it right. There are some people that actually have really good apartments. The view is to die for. Of course, you face the normal realities of Nigeria where they take light and shade, but there's like backup lighting. There's, you know, these things are supposed to be normal, however, but as I said, because of a lack of of a, an economy that fully works, giving the basics is a luxury as it appears in Nigeria. Giving the basics to the average person or to the people who can afford it is a luxury. Actually, they've slapped a huge cost on it. Doesn't mean that there are no apartments that have like some exclusive things. Some people have started building smart apartments. Um, for rent or for sale where you can, like fully tech houses, fully tech homes, Alexa enabled, whatever. There are some people doing that. However, there are also the ones that are just robbing people blind in broad daylight. And those are the guys that we're actually talking about, especially in this episode, because why? Why are you trying to strangle? Do you know? I ask myself, the young person today who just finished uni, finished NYSC, and is looking for a job, what is the opportunity for the person to first of all find housing, adequate housing? And what is the opportunity to even own like a decent car in 2025
Mm.
as a young person who just finished school?
When that food never die now. Mm-hmm.
Even Danfo is expensive now. Is Danfo
Eh,
cheap?
but compared to a car,
Eh, but if you really deep it, anyway, Sha, they're doing mass transit in Lagos these days. They are developing mass transit in Lagos, so
mhm.
hopefully
And
there is diversification.
the governor has reduced the fare for the
Fair.
red line,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
to 1,000. So he did, he did. You thank God.
Exactly.
Just
Well,
like the man
mm-hmm.
who is always pointing out the luxurious apartments and talking about
Mm-hmm.
them. He has been sued by one of the property owners. So, and
Whoa.
the lawyer the man has is not none other than Falano Chambers, SAN.
Oh wow.
So, bruv, he did one for the culture, but to the tent to Israel. Thank you.
On what grounds though?
So I think it was like, I don't know, maybe he pointed out some things that were not true about the building. I don't know. I'm not ready. I
Ah.
just know that,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
He has
he
been
has been
sued.
taken to court.
Okay. Last thing I want to talk about. Then one last thing I wanted to talk about or touch on was land and property. So
Mhm.
what is the cost of buying a land right now in Lagos? And we say Lagos because that's where we currently both are, but I have an idea of buying land in some other parts of Nigeria. Even those parts like in the east now, the land has gone up, which is so weird right now because and I see, you know what? I'm not mad at it. I'm not actually I take that back. I was gonna say it's so weird because people are not going to the east as much anymore for fear of being whatever. Not trying to see that here, but the cost has gone up. But bringing it to Lagos, you see, to buy an apartment probably goes as high up as from 50 million and above, depending on the part of the island that you're looking at to buy this
Yeah.
apartments or houses or semi-detached buildings or fully detached, whatever it is. If you don't have like from 50 million, this is depending on the area. If you don't have from 50 million and above, you can't buy these houses. Just don't even think about it. And this is happening all around Lagos right now as well. Um, the cost of rent, the cost of buying a property is skyrocketing. Nobody's checking, nobody's saying, nobody's regulating, nobody's enforcing the regulations if there are any. I feel like there was a time when Lagos State was trying to, there was a time when they were very serious about regulating the cost of housing and, tenement rates. Tenement rates is for people who own houses anyway, that own properties, and the cost of tenancy in general, and even the rights of a tenant, all of that. I know that there's property court or something like that, all of those things, but who is taking the active measures to ensure that these things are being enforced? Why do I need to? Why is there no affordable housing right now? Is it a thing where we need to go back into areas of Lagos where we haven't touched at all? Badagry Expressway is virgin land. Nobody's talking about it, but everybody wants to be on the island. Or wants to be in choice areas in Lagos, they want to be in Yaba, they want to be in Ogudu, they want to be in um Ikeja, they want to be in Maryland, they want to be in all these areas, and rents and cost of just buying houses in these areas have really shot up so high. So bad that there are not even land in these areas anymore. People buy houses and demolish it as cadavers or something they call it, demolishes and build their own things on it now, like literally, because there's no land there and property owners are just, I don't know what's really happening. Because is it there's so many ways to look at this thing. Is it what's happening? Is it a bag of cement that has gone up? Is it workmanship? What is happening?
Barco Super Park. Barco.
Do you understand?
I hear you what?
Something is really
Anywho,
happening. I have
yeah.
many questions, so many questions, girl.
That's the thing about beauty about Nigeria. There are more questions than answers at the end of the day.
Listen,
The sum of the parts of Nigeria are greater than the sum of its parts, or something like that. Yeah. The more you
something
look,
along those
the
lines.
less you see. 2 plus 2 is 22 and not 4. So we're not surprised.
Crazy.
Now we're taking our eyes away from Lagos City and the fake luxurious apartments that litter the island.
Exactly.
And we're going into the hinterland of Biafra Nation, Anambra.
Hi.
And there have been a couple of stories there. I'll just give an update on one though. Let me look for where that story is. So sometime in the week, it was reported, and there's an allegation that certain security operatives were arresting women or were threatening to arrest women women or ladies who were walking in public, moving in public, appearing in public without, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself. This 2025, but brace yourself for this story because it sounds as if we're in the medieval times. Reading straight from Punch newspaper, the most widely circulated newspaper in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Anambra security outfit threatens to arrest ladies without bra and pants. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's the headline. Now, um, as ridiculous as that sounds, we thank God that the Anambra state government quickly intervened and came out to say that this is a fake story, that this has not been happening. They don't know who's behind it, and it has never happened in their glorious state, which
Oh,
I'm very happy for because
oh,
I don't think that out of the things that are some of the things that are the pressing issues in Anambra, I don't think women coming and dressing the way they want
bras.
should not be top of the list for the governor or the government. I think I want to believe that Anambra has bigger issues because I don't think
Ah,
Anambra is Dubai yet. So you not arresting women because they dress a certain way. I'm glad because when I read that story, I was like, nah, this is a lie. And obviously they
listen.
came out to debunk it. But we're in Nigeria. That's what I want to bring out. We're in Nigeria. This is a country where some parts in some this is a country where some parts, yeah, some parts in this nation, they go and break bottles of beer in that state.
Ah,
If they see a bottle of beer, they break it. If as a man in some certain parts of this country, I don't want to mention that name, let's leave the name of the guilty anonymous. If you are as a man you have dreadlocks, they'll take you to the barber to go and cut your hair.
mm,
And this is the country that will say, oh, we believe that Nigeria wants to be progressive. But you see these things happening. So when I saw the news, I'm like, it could be 50-50. It could be true. And we really don't know the epidemic that's going on in Anambra. Maybe all the women are walking around naked and the governor just said, you know what, I'm tired of seeing nudity on my streets and let's pack everybody up. In Abuja, a certain task force was entering people's hotel rooms and yanking women away from there. That
that's so crazy.
I don't know why that story did not become bigger. It was 18 or 17. They said they wanted to deal with the moral looseness in that was gripping Abu. So they see a woman in a bar, in a lounge, they get arrested and stuff like that. Weird. So there's precedence for this. It's not as if it's. So I remember sometime in 2007 doing Fashola's first term. These were like early days. It was a rumor too, but I never knew. I didn't know how it was true. It was where if you're indecently dressed, you get arrested. And now, which led to the question of what is indecent dressing to you
Mm,
or to the government. So in Nigeria, it's possible. I'm not a number government did this, but it's quite possible. And if you know that there's a war on the dressing
mm,
of women in this country, which I'll release, I'll actually publish the article next month because that's International Women's Month, Abby.
mm-hmm. 8th of
Yes.
March.
So things like dress code in university
Mm,
campuses, um, saying that certain actresses are wearing this and that, or certain singers should not be allowed to wear this and that. It
mm,
is yes. So just imagine one day when somebody who has coin now has the means to enforce what is in his own mind. Problem go day.
mm-hmm.
Problem go
Ah,
day. So it's
you
actually
already done
possible.
this.
No problem even this.
Yes, sir.
And the problem could be heightened if the wrong person becomes governor and he has a security force behind him and
Mm,
says, thou shall not dress this way, thou shall not dress this way. I even heard that in this rumor, they said even guys with dreads will be frowned upon. I'm like, first of all, why do we hate dreads? In a country where 50% of 50% of the people are Christians,
mm.
did they read that part in the Bible that said Samson had dreadlocks? I don't
Ah,
understand.
there's a
Samson
relig there's
was a
even a
judge.
religion that has dreads. Like they keep their
Samson
dreads.
Samson was a judge in Israel, a judge
Mm-hmm.
in Israel, and he had dreads. That means Israelites who are considered the children of God, we're cool with it. So I don't know you,
Mm-hmm.
black man, that you inherited your own religion via colonialism. You are not doing more part than the Jews. You are doing more than the Jews now. You are doing
Ah,
too much now. This is becoming too much now. But anyway, we thank God that there's no dress code ban in Anambra or any states in the country that we know of right now. I can't speak of some certain states. I don't want to mention a name, but at least in the south, it seems that at least because If they bring that kind of rule on Lagos, people go protest
Ah,
too.
they can't
Ah,
even do that.
no, they can't do that. No, they will break their head.
They
I
can't do that.
remember. Do you remember that time when strip clubs just came out and the Fashola administration banned closed down strip clubs? This was
Nightlife, maybe even.
2007, 2008. So strip clubs were
Mm-hmm.
practically new and they were
Mm-hmm.
bobbing. Then all of a sudden, the next morning we read that agents went to the strip club. And the funny thing is that they said the agents were in the strip club all night. They went to
Mm.
like early morning when everybody was about to go. They rounded
After having a
everybody.
great time.
I said, Baba, he's in the civil servant. You need to unwind on a Friday now.
Do you get it?
Please where they tell you say where you bring goat as sacrifice. Now that goat thing go chop now. You don't know. The
See,
gods don't eat goat. The gods don't eat the goat, sir. Is it Baba
for
that
real.
will eat the goat, sir? So yeah, it's very weird in the country where we are, where there are more pressing issues and people want to police personal choices. Or if as a man, if you wear a ring, they'll say you're gay, and I never got that one. Like, bro,
That
what?
really made me laugh so much. I'm sorry.
Which one?
Being a guy and wearing earrings makes
Yeah, they
you
say if
be
you wear,
gay.
they say that's a code. One guy was saying that that's a code. That if you see a man
I
that
love
wears, if you see a man that wears two earrings, that means he's gay. I'm like, wow.
it.
And my mother was like, do you know how many gay men I know that don't wear earrings?
Masculine air.
But
Most
like
masculine men you ever see.
heavy Arnold Schwarzenegger men.
Listen,
Yeah.
I love it. See, but you know the Anambra one, they particularly said that they were arresting women for not wearing bras because of akmara. That's actually what bra is in Igbo,
Oh,
akmara.
first of all,
The bag
that's
of the breasts.
I love that. I love that literal translation. Because I
Literally,
wanted to
that's what
say,
it is.
because I said it sounds funny. So now you interpreting it makes it sound even funnier. I love
Do
that.
you get what I mean?
I love that. That to break it down to the vernacular.
Do you get
So people go understand.
Igbo is so funny because it have words for certain things, so it joins two things to make a
One
word for
time. You
something
can't
in
you can't kill
English.
yourself. You can't kill yourself.
You know, but it's so crazy because there are at some point in our culture, which still is some culture, it still is a culture in some parts of Africa. There are women who don't wear bras.
There is
Like,
this page on TikTok where you know how I don't know which tribe in South Africa because I don't
mm-hmm,
just because there are many tribes in South Africa.
mm-hmm.
So I think they have like that yearly festival where the young ladies will come out
Yes.
and they are topless,
Is it
right?
Zulus?
I don't know what they are. I don't maybe Zulus because I watched Shaka Zulu
Mm,
and I saw the ladies
mm,
there and they were topless.
mm-hmm.
Bro, I don't know how
Exactly.
that page still exists on TikTok because you will see beer women topless.
Yes.
And these are
For
not
real.
like and these are not like villagers because when they speak, these are educated women who have career, professional
Mm-hmm.
careers, but this is their culture. And they understand, and
Exactly.
everybody understand. And when you watch that festival, it's not as if people are staring or it's just normal.
No,
It's how we live. I'm like,
exactly.
wow.
It's a cultural reference for them. I also saw one documentary on Instagram, or was it TikTok, sometime during the week, where there was this woman, I can't remember her name now, but her husband was wrongfully killed and she went topless as a sign of protest to say justice for my husband, The Asaba women riots. Same, like it's same thing. Like,
I also remember in Abacha's time where Edo
mhm,
women came out. I believe the old women or just normal women came out and they came out
exactly.
naked to put in short, in
They covered the Benin Expressway.
yeah, in the
Mm-hmm.
old times in Yoruba Kingdom, if women came out to protest and they removed their clothes in front of the king, that's a problem for you.
Abomination.
That's
Yes, now.
abomination. No. And this
Facts.
we're talking like 80-year-old women with saggy breasts. Like you're
Do you
gone,
get
you're
it?
dead. You're dead already.
So I don't know where this shame came from for Africans. It's, again, as I already said, we have over westernized ourselves more than the westerners. And it's a shock to us when we relocate. Some people relocate and they realize, oh, these westerners are not westering the way we thought they westered. You know what I mean? We were
Mhm.
shocked because these guys are probably not as even as exposed as you are, not as bright as you are, but like you were taking everything they were saying that they gave to you, hook, line, and sink. Come on, his bras, his breasts. Do you know how painful it is to wear a bra? And this is not to say, see, as I've established here already, and fight me if you want. If you see me outside on the road, come and jack my shit. You'll be sexualized. Whether you wear a bra, you don't wear a bra. Da, da, da. It's just that in polite society, when you have to wear a bra, if you properly fitting bra, you don't also want to wear pants that shows your pant line, all those things. But
Yeah, definitely. Occasion demands that
you
you
know what I mean?
do not reveal all your goodies. If certain,
You,
yeah,
you
I
get
get
it.
it. Maybe so,
It's
so
like
maybe one body went to the state house and somebody just no, we shall not take this in
see,
our land. The gods are
it,
angry.
see, it's just people and their personal opinions and forcing their personal opinions upon women.
Very
And
true.
do you understand? Like, women are the easy bait all the time. It's just like make a woman feel shame, and then are
I
you
remember.
happy?
I remember when strip clubs came, and the Archbishop of I think Lagos or somewhere. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
Okodi. I can't remember his name.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
guy, you see the statement the man released. Say this is a moral dilemma, a trouble.
Listen.
It's virus in us.
Mm.
I'm like, bro, just because men say they have to use their hard earned money to see women that naked. You are now bringing all these Armageddon and apocalypse. Wait till happen now. Wait till happen, guy. Relax,
Everybody,
relax.
everybody and their own scope of enjoyment. For real. Oh. The truth is that things are allowed based off of the in Nigeria, certain things are permitted based off of your should we say economic strata? Depends on where you are on the hierarchy, on the pyramid. There are some things that are permissible. There's some things that people will turn the other way if they see you do it because you're of a certain caliber. But at a certain level, which is pretty much grassroots, we just there's this part of us that is just yearning for a level of morality that we are yet to attain and maybe
Moral
cannot
police,
attain. Do you understand what I mean?
normative rights.
Eh, just like a woman not wearing bra just disturbs your entire. It's just like this thing I'm feeling in my loins is a sin. It should not be happening,
So
and
yeah,
that is the cause of it.
she's tempting me.
Listen,
She's
because
tempting
why
me.
not? She should even, I don't know, sometimes I want, do people want women to stay, or like can we make a decision, do you want women or you don't want? Because you cannot take out some things. Like, a woman is going to be feminine whether you like it or not. She will have features that are very different from her male counterparts, and it's just what it is. And if those features unsettle you, then what are we talking about?
As Jesus said, if your right eye causes you to sin, block your eye.
But no, they go and fight the woman,
But no, they
not
want to
the
plug the
eyes.
nipple, which is I
Do
don't
you get what I
understand.
mean?
That's when the King James vibes from me I heard though.
For real. It's so wild to
Mm.
me. It's
Still,
really
still,
wild.
still in Anambra. A lot is going on
Mm.
with Anambra lately. Eh,
Listen, my guys.
the state of Anambra confirmed that native doctors were arrested for involvement in fraudulent activities, particularly related to get rich quick schemes linked to okay practices. Yes, and they are
Okay,
correct.
let me now look at what's your
OKEITE. OKEITE. And
Okay.
these
Okay,
herbalists
okay,
and
thing.
the yeah,
Uh-huh.
OKT are
Uh-huh.
currently under investigation. First of all, dear men who are in a hurry to make money, eh,
Mm.
have you ever asked yourself why the native doctor you are going to is not a billionaire or a millionaire? That is get rich quick scheme that he wants to give you. Maybe now soap you tell me you use. Why he know to do am? Why
It
why
no
native
matter.
doctor just there inside one bedroom apartment or even there inside house or inside forest? You've never asked yourself, did the native doctor take a vow of poverty?
He's a servant.
Did he take a vow of poverty? Because, bro, if a naked man comes to me and says he wants to sell me a t-shirt, I'm going to ask questions like, bro, why are you naked and why do you want to sell me a t-shirt? Which is the way I see native doctors. If this thing they work truly, why you never blow, Baba?
You know
I
one
tell
blow
you.
now.
It's like you want to go and get a tattoo, and the tattoo
Mm.
artist doesn't have any tattoo on him. There's a problem
Uh
somewhere. Don't be me,
for
you go
real.
there use
Oh.
the you must get this tattoo first before I get the tattoo. So
Before I can trust you.
when I'm doing my own doings and research and investigation, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to a babalawo that has money, that has a large apartment, that has a large mansion, that
Kanayo,
drives like
Kanayo.
10 cars. Secondly, the funny thing about this story is that Soludo came out to say Soludo is the governor of Anambra State, formerly the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. He
Mm,
came out to say that I think the man, and I think Soludo was taking the piece. He
for
said
real.
that any native doctor and disappear from the jail will be let go of his charges. You'll be free. They'll be
Exactly.
allowed to go. And that begs
Banter.
another question. If this man really get the jazz where they get, how did they
Escape.
capture you in the first place? Okay, they capture you. Okay, they capture you when you're not spiritually aware.
Mm,
You now do Odeshi or something and disappear.
for real.
Why can't you do Odeshi and disappear? All the
See,
all the gods that you're serving now, they've expired. They're now dark number, don't you know they work again at the end of the
is
day.
the priest of Baal.
And Elijah.
You understand?
It
See,
seems sorry, it seems Anambra they don't really have much to do in that state. From the stories I'm reading there, I don't think they really have they're really concerned with modern day problems in Nigeria. Because I don't know why is Babalawo you are arrested at the end of the day.
you know one thing though. These people have always been there. Like people who have shrines and do money rituals for people. They've always been there. There was one famous one in Anambra State at the time, where Madonna's Anambra campus is. I can't remember the name now. It's not coming to my head. There was very famous. It went viral that time. I think this was the early 2000s. I need to remember the name. Please, anybody who remembers, just remind me. I can't for the life of me remember. It was that shrine was really popping then. If you
Okay,
wanted to
Josh,
make
right?
money, Okija shrine, bless your heart. If you wanted to make money, you had to go to Okija shrine and you just know that you've made it. Or Aranwanya Asaba, you have to go and suck the breast of Aranwanya Asaba before you make money. And these things
Oh,
were
well, that's some
making the
freaky shit,
round.
man.
See, men were going, like people were going to go and suck her breasts for real to
Waiting
make
man no
money.
go do for this
See,
money.
for real.
Waiting they no go do for this money.
Hey, it was so popular back then in Anambra as well. Like, well, I'm not trying to pin on Anambra or anything, but like Asaba is in Delta states. But these things have always happened and trending, whether they bring it to light or they do it undercover. And some of our politicians are said allegedly to also visit these people as well. You know what I mean? But the cocoa is that why exactly is ritual kini kini well? See, you know what? The truth is sacrifice is respected. The law of the universe respects sacrifice, right? Whatever the sacrifice is, the law of the universe, there's some certain natural laws, and some of these things or these powers respond to these laws, right? However, for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. Is it law in science? Yes. However, it's also real in life. Science is life, life is science. You know what I mean? If you do something quick to make money quick, you finish, the money also leaves as quickly as it came, is just what it is. Hence why there's something called long suffering as one of the fruits of the spirit, right? You need to suffer long, before you get what it is that you're delayed gratification, it's called in work days, right? Or in present day or present time. Delayed gratification. Why are we still trying to get rich quick? And this is on different levels now. They say Yahoo Plus is that as well, Abby. Ayo.
Yes,
Yahoo Plus
yes,
is going
yes, yes,
to
yeah, plus.
there's Yahoo Plus going to these places to go and get power quickly to like was I don't listen. Our morals need to be checked. Our priorities need to be checked as people. We need to really just see what it is that we want to do and then try our best to just help ourselves. This is not to disrespect anybody who has has traditional religion as their religion, but it's just so many things that were constantly taking us away from the issues that really matter. I'm sure other things have happened in Anambra this week, but
Of course, bigger things.
these, you understand, but these were the
But
ones that
prison break for the native doctors. We are still waiting.
no, for real.
If we go there tomorrow morning and they disappeared,
See, Nollywood had us in a chokehold with Oji Shisha. Oh. Hey,
it will shock you. You know how many stories I've read of?
listen.
You know how many stories I've read of people trying bulletproof, the made by native doctors, and they end up dying.
The
Mm.
bullet pass, pa.
You go
You
correct one.
overpass.
Mm. If US Army shoot you one like this, well, I not go enter. The
Listen.
food Odeshi, go Odeshi. No.
Oh, that movie, that Odeji movie. I remember I think it was either in primary school or secondary school when that movie came out. And kids then literally used to like tell their guys, there were those guns that parents bought their kids that the bullets
Yeah,
will scar you. And they
yeah.
will shoot each other and they'll hit their chest, say, Odeshi. I said, but
Nah,
you're
so
going home with injury to go and give your mother.
they know and you know penetrate now. Last.
No,
That's the
children are
cocoa.
funny.
That's the cocoa.
Children are funny for real. But shout out to
Um,
Anambra State, shall we love you.
Shout out to people in Anambra. Hopefully that next week we'll read better stories and not
Listen, progressive
Ezemo,
stories.
not Ezemo trapped behind bars because that
Ezemo, ayo, Ezemo.
Ezemo because that's not a very good PR look for the business at the end of the day. Because we have
At
questions
all.
when it comes out.
What are your questions?
I say,
Ask your
bro,
questions. The
why
try
did they pull up?
answer.
Why did the girls pull up for you, fam? What happened, fam? When the girls angry with you, let me know now before I do this medicine I have to do. Thank you very much.
The gods don't know fam.
They don't know anything. Okay. Let's jump into flop and pop of the week.
Whoop,
There's no release therapy, so please send your release therapy. We know you have release
sad
therapy
again.
from Valentine and Galentine. Uh, so please send it to us at formula234essential.com. I will read it, talk about it, and yeah, all the good stuff.
Yeah, so
Now, in the
let
spirit
us
of
know what you
Valentine,
guys did.
yeah, in the spirit of Valentine, our pop of the week actually goes out to a certain people that make sure things are moving accordingly on that very day. They ensure that a lot of ladies are happy. They ensure that there's peace in relationships. They ensure that men who sacrifice their money get ROI at the end of the night or at the beginning of the night. If you understand what I mean, wink, wink. Um, they're very anonymous, but we see them every day. We have to give a round of applause to dispatch riders who work tirelessly on Valentine's Day to ensure that the ladies' relationships were very happy with the chocolates, with the rose, and all the other mede they received. Because it's not easy. Some of the dispatch riders went on 40 trips. One will go on 40 trips a day. It's not easy. It's a thankless job. And again, people will be calling them, where are you? Where are you? And you're not here. You say you are coming 30 minutes ago. Where are you now? Take it easy on the gentlemen. They are doing their best. So a round of applause to this selfless group of men that ensure that there was no chaos that day. There was order. People were happy, and a lot of couples got their happy ending. So shout out to the dispatch riders. Very thankless job, but shout out to them for making Valentine very very smooth. At least in Lagos, we don't know about the other states.
A happy ending from spas. They went to have massages, then they gave them happy ending because
Well, first of all, to
Valentine's,
talk about, please, one day I'll have to rant about spas that give happy endings, but it's not today
Why?
because
Why
I
are you
don't
ranting
know
about it?
when healthcare and prostitution now became a two-in-one business.
Sex is relaxing.
I saw a spa business on TikTok. First of all, the spa attendant. So there's home service. That's where the problem first starts from. The first video I saw was home service. Now she was wearing normal spa this thing. Fine. She's a little bit busty.
Apron.
No problem.
Probs.
After she bent down, she was now scraping the man's leg and everything. And it turned to lingerie all of a sudden. Like the edit was so very jarring. I was like, no be person will carry bucket come say they want scrape person leg. Now I'm seeing red lingerie scraping the guy's leg. I said okay. And I went to their page. They were now saying, oh, in our services, you live very happy. You live very happy with our very, very intimate care and everything. And I was seeing women in one piece and two piece. First of all, the place where they want to do the massage has blue light.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know what blue light means in Lagos. Blue light means
What
it's
does it
about
mean?
to go down. If
I
as
thought
a
it was red
woman,
lights.
any light, long as light is not normal, if it is not Phillips bulb, It is dim, blue.
Olonto.
If it's blue, purple, red, green, my sister, carry your bag, your bra, your pants, and your slippers and go
Also.
to your father's house because Bele is coming in next 9 months. And also their massage parlor, I was seeing blue lights, red lights. The women that were even doing it again, I'm like, sorry, did I enter the wrong business page? Is this a spa business or is this something else that I can't talk about? Because it looks like as if there's transactional business going on here. That is not
But you
about
know that these
massaging.
people opt for these services, right?
Even the men are stupid. Because you now
Please don't
go
kill me.
and you now collect hand job for and you say that is normal. Then later in life, you'll now be saying familiar spirit is chasing you. Why would familiar spirit not be chasing you? When you are doing things under blue light. Blue light is you people don't know. Okay, don't worry. We'll talk about it one day.
Celibacy, but for real, in the building.
So shout out to the dispatch riders. Now, flop of the week.
But they tried though.
We are going into the royal family and not the British royal family. And not any of the royal families that you know in Nigeria. We are going particularly to an obscure traditional ruler in the southwest of Nigeria.
Mm.
The headline reads Nigerian monarch arrested by FBI over 4.2 million naira COVID-19 fraud.
Mm-mm.
Not DSS, not ESCC, not Nigerian police force. FBI that you watch in film. Those people that wear jackets, they're not like FBI. Federal
Federal
Bureau
Bureau of
Investigation.
Investigation.
I don't know the guy's name. Akpetu of Ikpetu Modu. Also, first of all, that title looks fraudulent. It looks like one of these villages. You know, in my area now, we have Bale.
Are you profiling?
And in my own area, we have Bale. And I'm like, what is your purpose right now? Like, if I see you on the road, am I meant to prostrate for you? Because I go use card, I go tell Okada me jam. Because this small Bale, I don't know their worth. So it looks like all this grade F Bale.
But
Anyway, the Nigerian monarch from Osun
State
State was arrested and detained by the US FBI over allegations of defrauding the US government of $4.2 million in COVID-19 relief funds. The Oba was declared missing on March 2024, but alas, he was in FBI custody and is facing a 13-count indictment at the US District Court for the Northern District of Ohio.
They faxed him.
After many years of watching American films and TV series, all I can tell you is that if the FBI arrests you, you will do 90% of your time. What that means is that if you are sentenced to prison for 15 years, there's nothing like good behavior or anything. You do at least 14 and a half years. If it was a state prosecution and I got this guy, 15 years, you probably do 8. Get out on good behavior early time. But bro, Bale, Oba, your Royal Highness, do not drop the soap. Because in American prison, they don't know your daddies. They don't know your royal behind from any other behind. And in case you need PR. And in case you need tutorials, just go and watch a series called Oz. It's OZ. And you back representation of what life is in true American prison. Prison Break is hotel. It's like Hilton compared to this series I'm telling you about. Please do not drop the soap, Your Royal Highness. Thank you very much. And that's our flop of the week.
You know that the Oba, they literally fapped him from the Ocean States because he went missing. If they declared him missing, I don't know where he went to. That means they fapped him.
They fapped him, and the guy will do his time very well. Flop of the week. That's a very shameful thing to happen to anybody who is considered to be a traditional ruler of a Nigerian society.
That's so sad, actually.
Where you are meant to be the best representation of like morals and values, and you're a crooked thief. You're like a hush puppy, but you have a crown. So
who are the people that if you sing like a bird, they reduce your time?
Oh, is anybody who catches you?
Oh yeah, okay, there you go. Maybe that's what will happen eventually.
There could be theories that you know that when Hush Puppy was arrested, right? A certain number of other fraudsters were suddenly just being arrested. So I know what talk past that one.
That was the plot twist.
I know what talk past that one. Yes.
Anyway,
what's it called? The hand of Esau and the voice of Jacob, or the hand of Jacob and the voice of... It's one of those two. Thank you guys for listening to us anyway. We'll come to the end of another great episode. We hope you loved
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Give us your feedback. Send fanmail to us at fanmail@234essential.com, and we will read it on the next episode. And that also includes release therapy. Yep.
Yes, please. Also, don't forget our donation link. Be sure to, click it, see what's going on around there.
Show
Feel it,
us
know
the
what's
money.
happening.
Press the money.
Press it. Also follow us on every social media platform. Right now, our Instagram is down. However, we're available on X as well as TikTok.
Yep.
We're not posting a lot on TikTok, but follow us on TikTok.
We
More
dey try,
is
sha.
coming.
More is
Exactly.
coming. Definitely. Peace out. One love.
Be kind, guys.
Is a wrap.